season finale of season 3, episode 24 of the Film Bros Championship podcast. I am Tim, and with me is my co-host Patrick. How you doing, buddy?
Velociraptor.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup.
So this is our final episode of the season.
It's over. We can move on to a new genre. We need to move on to a new genre. I need this to be over.
We do. I was kind of taking a look and be like, wow, we had a lot of episodes for this season, more than the
Thank
others.
God we trimmed it down.
Yeah, it was the right choice.
Yeah, right?
R-rated, trimmed down was the right choice.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
Off the dome.
Yeah, which, by the way, everyone, get out of the way. We're going back to action.
Go back to the 90s.
Yeah, yes. So we're having a little bit of season 1 and season 2 mashup.
Yeah.
Yeah, the genre of season 1 and then a decade of season 2.
Gotta finish this first, though.
Yes, we do. So let's get into it. So this is our awards episode where we kind of go over our nominees for certain categories and who we feel won those categories. Well, sometimes we do nominees. We don't always, but
I'd just say who won and who the runner-up was, if there was a runner-up.
Yes, I do have some for more than you.
The nominees are all the movies we saw this year.
No, but that's not always the case, right? It's not like, I mean, I feel like I can confidently say there is nothing from 12 down from me. Award-wise.
You know, I don't...
Or nominee-wise.
I don't know. For me, I'd have to, let's see. 12
Do you want
down.
me to tell you? Yeah.
I'm looking at it right... Well,
okay. You got it? You got
mine
it.
right now. Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing there.
There's nothing 12 down. So for me personally, nominees or award winners are 1 from 11. That's it.
10. 10 for me.
Okay, so you got a little shorter than me, which is not surprising, but okay.
Hey, Choke was good. Choke came in at 12. This is for me. So
Choke was good, and I liked Choke. So there is a little bit of there. I liked Choke. I liked Hamlet too.
No awards though. Sorry,
they made him make awards cuts.
So what are we starting off with first?
That's a good question. That's what I was going to ask you. So darn.
Best main character.
Well, yeah, let's just go with it. Best main character. So I have 3 nominees for this position.
Okay, I didn't do nominees, so
I did.
Right.
I do have a few. So we'll see if they match up for you at least. So based off of what we just did last episode, I have Peter Bretter for getting Sarah Marshall in this category.
Okay.
The 2 other nominees, I had to combine them because they're 2 movies that I felt that they were both fit into the main character role. Okay. So I got Brennan and Dale from Step Brothers.
Shocking.
And I got Ray and Ken from In Bruges.
Well, my winner for this is Ray and Ken from In Bruges.
Ray and Ken, wow. This is where I went Peter Bretter.
Whoa, shit. He's
right?
my runner-up. I can't believe.
I know.
You win against Brennan and Dale here.
You thought I was going to go Brennan and Dale.
I thought it was over already.
I thought you had a good point on the fullness of the characters.
I'm going to have a drink to that.
So that's why I went Peter on that category. But delicious. I think, would you think that's fair that those are the 3? Like, I think those are...
Yeah, I didn't really consider anybody else as a possibility here.
So you at least think those would be it, right? So okay.
Yes, those 2.
Oh, I had 3 in the category, but okay.
I know you did. I know.
Brendan and Dale should be in there. I'm sorry, they just need to be in there.
Not for me.
I just don't think.
Not even the top Will Ferrell performance.
See,
for me.
to me, Ray and Ken would be the bottom. For me,
really,
that would be the bronze if we're going to be in the Olympics. They are great, but I don't think they ever reach the heights that the other 2 get to ever. As a combo package deal for sure.
Just the deepest of all the characters, the most rich, the ones I cared about the most, and yeah, they consistently made me laugh. So that's why they
I
won
think
for me.
consistently made you laugh has to be in it for sure.
Well, yeah.
And then connection-wise, I still think Peter's were kind of, I went with it.
Well, that's my runner-up, so I'm not going to get angry at you.
Yeah, exactly. I just didn't think there was enough from Ray and Ken, but I think that's fair. Okay,
I think you'll be happy with me in this next category.
Are we doing funniest moment? Or?
That is what I had next, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to know my runners-up?
Sure.
Or do you have runners-up? I don't know.
I have the winner, and I have a runner-up. So you tell me which one you want to hear first.
Okay, so these are my what do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5.
Okay, the Academy.
For this one. Okay, I know. Hey, you know what? I did my homework. Leave me be.
Okay.
So this is I will start from I'm gonna start from bottom up, and I'm gonna end with what I ended up picking.
Start from the bottom. Now we're here.
Which I don't know if this is exact order from bottom up, but anyway, I got Les Grossman from Tropic Thunder.
Which part?
I'm gonna go his introduction.
Oh, okay.
Personally, I'm gonna go with his introduction. Maybe it was his dancing and later scene. Maybe when I first watched it, but I really loved his introduction to start. But anyway, so I have Les Grossman in Tropic Thunder. I got teabagging your drum set, the whole from I was watching Cops to the whole fight sequence. What the fucking fuck? Like that whole thing from Step Brothers is my next one that I have there.
Okay.
I got what's his name being iced or shit on from Zack and Miri.
Yes. She got frosted like a cake.
Yes, exactly. The frosted like a cake. I have that. I have the whole red fight from Pineapple Express as my next one.
It's a good one. Yeah.
The one that wins for me is the invention of the alley-oop from Pro.
Really?
Yes. I love that scene so much. I love that scene. He was flying in the air, Jackie. I love that scene so much.
Two fouls.
Everybody's confused, and then he comes over and is like, "No, ref," and then that whole sequence is phenomenal to me. I love it.
This is exciting because my winner and my runner-up are nothing that you mentioned.
Yes. Wow. Okay. This is fun.
Runner-up. Okay, now the tuxedo seem kind of fucked up.
Wow. A different moment from Step Brothers. Okay,
that's the funniest moment in that movie for me.
It's pretty good. Seth Rogen just kind of nails it. We're just like, I could taste it.
Yeah, it's like onions and ketchup. Funniest moment of the season: Satan's Alley from Tropic Thunder.
Wow, that is really good. I was
going through everything that made me laugh, and I all of a sudden I hit that part in my notes, and I fucking lost it for a minute just thinking about it.
Especially with Tobey Maguire and the two of them looking at each other is next level. It really is.
The fondling of the rosary beads.
As much as I do love the Seth Rogen moment, I can be okay with that not being in my contenders, but I would admit that one probably should be there. Maybe the Les Grossman thing is. Tom Cruise is, but anyway.
We'll be hearing from him later from me.
But I agree. Same for me. But I think these are solid lists so far. So interesting. Okay.
All right. Best R-rated comedy of 2008. So
this is just overall funniest movie, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So how I did it is I looked at our top 5 and I kind of mashed where we met as our contenders.
Okay, I just gave my top 2 here.
Okay, so for us, where our top 5 met as being mutual, is Step Brothers, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Semi-Pro, and Zack and Miri, and Role Models. That's where we met.
My runner-up is In Bruges. It's the funniest movie of 2008. R-rated comedy of 2008.
Didn't include it because it's not where we meshed, but okay.
And my favorite R-rated comedy of 2008 is Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
And minus Step Brothers, which I think it was an obvious one.
For both
where
of us.
We were going to lie.
Considering, I gave a perfect score to Forgetting Sarah Marshall. The only person, only time I have given a perfect score to a movie so far in this podcast history.
Yeah, I get it. That's what's going to be yours. Step Brothers was the highest for me, but I went 17, you went 20 for your highest. So yeah, quite a discrepancy there. That's how highly you think of this movie, which
Perfect.
is a great movie. So it's hard for me to disparage it. But yeah,
Perfect.
those are two tops. We both gave it to our number ones. I think it makes sense. But I think, is it fair to say out of our rankings, that's the things to check out if you have not seen. That's where we mutually meet, at least in those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it goes a little bit different, right? I am Step Brothers, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Tropic Thunder, Role Model, Semi-Pro. You're Forgetting Sarah Marshall, In Bruges, Semi-Pro, Zack and Miri, and Role Models. And Zack and Miri made 6 for me, so we were close.
Look at
And
Step
In
Brothers
Bruges
not
was
even
7.
making my top 5. Bet that hurts.
It is messed up. It doesn't make any sense to me, but we can carry on. I have best side characters.
Just gonna run a
next.
train on these chicken fingers. No.
Is that where you're going with side characters?
No. Best
Okay.
supporting character. Runner up for me.
Okay.
Lou Redwood and Dick Pepperfield from Semi-Pro.
Oh, that's a good one.
I
That's
mean,
a really good one.
just continually made me laugh every time they were on screen, both of them.
That's a really good.
Especially when
this is
they're always together, almost always together, and always
always
like, I'm
together,
dying.
yeah,
I'm fucking
basically.
dying when they're on screen.
This is the category that I struggle with the most. So I do have a few, and I'm already regretting at least one of them. I wish I pulled out for what you said. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
The-
My
the-
winner for me is
Yeah.
Les Grossman from Tropic Thunder.
I agree. That's the winner.
I think he's the one that should have been nominated for an Academy Award. I was thinking about it too, and I'm
Yeah.
going over thinking like,
I think we said that during the episode.
I know that's what I'm like. If I thought this guy should have won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, then or at least been nominated for, like he should win the season.
It really should have. I mean,
Yeah.
it's he had a basically an outer body experience performing that role, and like to almost fool people to not even realize that was him at first. You know, it's
some
it's
more
pretty
than
insane.
others. But yeah.
Yeah, and somehow steals the show sometimes, which is insane for what's going on in that movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's the clear winner.
It's
The one that
a movie with
Yeah.
Ben Stiller, Robert Downey Jr., Jack Black. People still talk about Les Grossman, that character,
you're right.
more than anybody else. I think
You're right.
Probably Robert Downey Jr. as a black guy is the second
Yes,
runner-up on
that
one.
would-
But
I
that's
would
more just like the shock of having Robert Downey Jr. playing a black character.
Yeah, that might
Or-
be
or
a
a
1A,
white actor playing a
1B
black
type
character.
of thing.
But I think
agree
it's
with you.
Les Grossman. Like Les Grossman is the character. They're just more
Yeah.
like the shock of like Robert Downey Jr. playing a guy
Yeah.
who's playing a black guy. So,
I
but
agree.
but Les Grossman is the character, and that's why I
Right.
thought, like, yeah, that's definitely
It's a
him.
whole other thing. I
Yeah.
agree with you. Yeah.
So
The person I put in this category that I wish I could remove now that you said it,
This
because
is Lou Redwood and Dick Pepperfield.
it's so good. You're so right. But I want to put it out there as
To
like
me, those boobs are too big. Oh, you're insane. They're just structurally unsound. You're out of your mind.
you're yeah. It's really good. But I wanted to give a shout out
Yeah.
to this next person because
Okay.
I get them wrongly and I should remove them as a runner up, but it's like an unsung hero that was really like something for me in this season.
Spit it out.
Was Ben Kingsley as Dr. Squires in
Okay,
the
yeah.
Whackness.
Yeah, no, he was great.
He really brought the movie to a whole other level, I feel, and it would have been a different movie without him, I feel, and so I wanted to give him a shout out. So I put him in this category.
Okay.
I have Les Grossman winning. I also have Delaney from Zack and Miri in this category.
Sure.
Was an amazing side character, as you said, even in the episode.
Yep.
And then real dark horse that I would keep over Dr. Squires is Rex from Sex Drive, because James Marsden was so amazing in this ridiculous role. And I loved it. So I got to put him in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which character from this season do you want to be best friends with?
Okay, so I only have 2 for this one.
I have.
Oh, no, I have 3.
I have a
3.
winner and 2 runners up that tied for me.
Yeah, I have. Actually, gosh, did I pick one for this one? All right, no, I guess I did. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I have 2 runners up as well.
All right.
I got Zack and Miri just in general.
Oh, you want both? I combined
I combined them as one.
I don't know if I could be best friends with Elizabeth Banks. I would be secretly in love with her the whole time.
Sure, but what guy wasn't secretly in love with a girlfriend or like a friend that was a girl at some point? You know, like I don't know.
True enough.
I mean, I don't know about love, but you know what I mean, right? So I don't know.
Lust,
They just look like
sure.
they look like a lot of fun to be friends with.
100%.
The two of them, like you know what I mean. So I combine them as one character. So I put Zach and Miri as one, and then I put Wheeler from Role Models. Maybe not every.
He is one of
time
my runners up. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like he would be a lot of fun to go hang out with and have a night with every once in a while, right?
He's just a very positive person, always looking to support you, and he's bummed out when you're not.
And
like,
he's
giving that
going to
energy
be
back.
adventurous to get you out of your shell and to go do something that you're just going to be on board with. So
my second runner up here, while we're tied with Wheeler, is actually Delaney from.
Okay.
Zack and
Fair
Miri.
enough.
Yeah.
So my winner is Lance from Sex Drive.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's right. We got the same one that time.
He's so positive.
Best wingman.
He's such a good wingman.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Love Lance.
I love Lance too. I gotta admit, like I was surprised by him. I was like, dude, if I actually like wanted a legit friend, like yes, like that guy's it.
Yeah. You had those movies scored way too low. You're on my side again.
Hey, in certain categories, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most embarrassing situation that we ran up into. Character ran into in this year.
So this one, I don't really. It's all one movie for me technically, and I think it's Take Your Pick.
Okay.
From the movie, and I take your pick from Sex Drive.
That's
is kind of where I go with it. There's so much embarrassing stuff that happens in that movie. It's insane. Most of the stuff maybe with the mom or him in the donut costume. There's so much embarrassing stuff going on in that movie.
So that movie also won for me.
Okay.
I'm just moving past.
Do you have a specific one though?
My runner-up was forgetting Sarah Marshall getting dumped while naked is rough.
But it's like.
Number one, now you're making me think of all the. I forgot about all the other things in Sex Drive because I had something. I had something from Sex Drive also winning. Getting an erection on stage at an abstinence-only rally.
Yep.
But I forgot about the opening scene where he threw the
set mother, whatever,
the cum-filled sock across the room, and the mom like breaks her fucking arm.
Yep.
That movie is great. God damn it.
I mean, the dildo gets put on him when he's in the donut costume in the mall and stuff. Like there's like a lot of embarrassment humor in that movie. So I was like, I can't pick one. Just take your pick on whatever from Sex Drive. But I mean, I think that's fair. But anyway.
Yeah, movie's good. This I think we'll have the same answer. Least funny character. Maybe comedy isn't for you.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, did you not do this?
Oh, no, you had it as a combo. You had least funny person or comedy not for you is how you worded it to me.
Yes, well, same thing. It's like
okay, so I went with the second part of that. Comedy not for me.
Okay,
is how I took it.
Maybe comedy's not for you. Okay.
Oh, so see, that's weird. I didn't take it the same way. And now that you're saying it, whoops, I see it now.
Why don't I go first? Maybe we'll end up having the same guy anyway.
Go for it.
Andrew Lewis Caldwell as Carter in college. I don't think this is for you.
I think he's really trying it to be for him.
Oh, I know he's trying.
That's the only thing.
There's no character that we ran up against that was more obnoxious.
See, I didn't take it as characters. My problem is,
and the actor's not good either. The actor is not funny.
No, but I went with this movie was just not for me.
Oh, okay.
Like that, the humor of it and everything just wasn't.
College is still my lowest ranked movie. So what do you got?
It was, but I kind of did it because you liked the movie, kind of, and it just didn't work for me. Is where I went with it. It was just Strange Wilderness.
You son of a bitch.
This comedy movie just was not for me. I didn't vibe with it. You liked it. I didn't vibe with it, and that's where I went with it.
Okay, well, let's not go crazy about how much I liked that movie.
That's fair. It's still pretty low for you. I'm just saying you talked it up more, and I was like, I guess it was like a hard episode because it's like you liked things that I was kind of like I just didn't vibe with it, and so that's kind of why I went with it in this kind of category. And I totally messed up with the way you're saying it. I was like, it's a problem with text messages sometimes.
I guess so. Well, it definitely made me laugh more than Sex and the City, the movie. Not by much.
Not by much.
Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, War Inc., Soulman, The Promotion, Sunshine Cleaning, What Just Happened, and The Abomination That Is College.
It's rough. I think that is the last place for both of us. Yep. But number 2 for me was Strange Wilderness. So it was like, that's why I went with it, because you did like it more, at least, than I did. Like, you had it at 15, I have it at 22. So there's the big discrepancy there. So that's why I picked it based on how I read your text incorrectly. So that's why I put it in that category.
All right, this was the next category is the hardest one for me.
Yeah.
Most ripe for a sequel. I honestly couldn't find one that I liked a lot. I really struggled with
this one, but I did end up going with one. I don't have a runner-up stuff with this one.
All right, same.
For me, it was, I really wanted to see what Jackie Moon was going to do next.
I ended up on semi-pro too. It's like,
okay.
Maybe we can put him in a different sport. Let's put him in the UFL. With Donald Trump in the 80s.
His money from the cell and do what was the next thing? What is he going to do with whatever he got from the selling or whatever?
Right.
That's what I was.
My idea was Jackie Moon in the UFL in the 80s. Like,
that would have been interesting. Yeah.
With Donald Trump as another owner, that would have been like, yeah, okay, I could go with that.
Sure. Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's the only thing I could think of, to be honest. A lot of these is like, I don't think I'd want a sequel.
Yeah. I think kind of just said everything I need to hear about these
I
characters.
saw talks of Step Brothers sequels. I was like, oh no, I don't want a sequel to that movie. That's you're good. Done.
They were 40 something now. They're all like 60 something now, or at least close to it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to see these characters that old. It would get even more depressing.
Yeah, and then what would you do? Like, they had kids? And
I
how
couldn't.
Does that work?
I think it would only be more annoying.
More annoying. I love this movie. It's not annoying at all. But anyway, yeah, I didn't want to see it. So
I lied before. This next category was the one that I really had nothing for. Any comedy missing this year? No.
Yeah, there was none because again,
this year had a billion comedies.
What was missing was PG-13, and that's why it wasn't in this season.
Well, when we're looking through that list, there's like a billion comedies from every.
But you know what I mean? System. Like I feel like if you were just to look at rated R comedies, sure there might be some stuff missing, but it's only because it didn't get rated R. It was a different rating. Like it had everything.
Like, this
so
year
many movies
had what was it? What did we count? Like over 60 comedies that came out this year.
Our list was
in theaters.
Yeah,
is nuts. We don't get like 10 now.
I agree.
Here's one I added and I didn't tell you about, which I think you'll probably have the same answer. Maybe.
Oh, there's a category you gave me that you're missing so far.
Oh, well, let me just do this one real quick.
We'll see if it works.
Favorite first time watch?
Oh, yeah, you didn't give me that one. The thing that you said in the text that we didn't do is most ridiculous romantic pairing.
Oh, yeah, I did forget to put that one in.
What I did for that one was either Smart People or Take Your Pick for Seth Rogen.
You know what? I have heard enough people tell me how attracted they are to Seth Rogen that I'm going to let that one go. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I guess comedy goes a long way. It's
a long way, which is why I think the answer absolutely is Dennis Quaid. And Sarah Jessica Parker.
It just didn't work. It just didn't make any sense.
Okay, he's hot, but let's not. No.
They're both very pretty people, but it's just kind of like this. None of this makes sense.
Yeah, just like never in a million years.
It was the most weird because you could even in the Seth Rogen stuff, you could still somewhat justify, some of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being a dumb high schooler or just being friends forever, like you can kind of justify it somewhat. And Smart People, you have a hard time with it, so that's kind of why I went that route. First time watch.
Favorite first time watch this year that we covered this season.
I feel like so many of these I've seen.
For me,
so
well, that's why
I think I'm going to go with the Whackness.
That's what I had, the Whackness. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never watched that movie before, and I'm greatly surprised. I really enjoyed it. Like it was started off really high, and it just really dropped, but it remained in the top 10 for both of us.
Yeah, basically everything else I watched this year that I'd never seen before, I didn't like. So this was this is good.
I think everybody. I think the rankings are pretty good. Like even though we had
especially my number one.
Well. But we have some definitely discrepancies, but I don't think anything's that crazy, to be honest. I mean, Strange Wilderness definitely has a bit of a gap, but I think the rest of them are somewhat close.
I think my Sex and the City is quite a bit higher than yours, isn't it?
Yeah, you have it at 16, I have it at 19.
Yeah. Well, no, but like the number score, not like the ranking.
Oh. Yeah, you have it at 8.5, and I have it at 6.
Yeah, you're a big hater.
Yeah, but I mean, regardless of the points, like
misogynist.
Oh gosh, whatever. You're so mean.
You couldn't hang. You couldn't hang with the girls.
I couldn't hang.
No Cosmos for Tim.
No. How many times did you get forced to watch Girls Just Want to Have Fun back in the day? Just want to put that out there.
You know, I never had to watch that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the makeup? You had to watch Seagal, but I got stuck with Girls Just Want to Have Fun and Flashdance.
Okay.
And,
that's another one I've never actually watched all the way through.
Really?
Yeah. Or Fame.
So apparently I got way more of the rough stuff from
Actually, I might have
Aaron.
seen Fame. Yeah.
So sister put me through some stuff that you didn't exactly have to go through as much. Okay.
Should have been a Dune fan, buddy.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
David Lynch hater.
Yeah. Gladly. Proudly. And oddly enough, you know what? And I finally saw part 2, by the way. What's his name? Big,
careful,
floaty dude there.
Yeah. The Baron.
Way more gross and freaky in the Lynch version.
Yeah.
Like hardcore.
That's how he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be all boily and shit.
Okay, so yeah, Lynch got it.
That's more correct.
I guess.
Yeah, he did.
It's rough. Ugh. But otherwise, I
think he is. It's been a minute.
What?
I'm trying to.
Been
a minute since I read the book. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if he was supposed to feel boily or not.
I have to say,
that might have been something later on that they added on because of the movie.
I have even less interest in the sequels as I'm reading up on the book sequels. I'm like, ooh boy.
You don't want to go past 3.
Eventually, there's a jump a shark moment when I was reading up on stuff. I was like, yeah, I don't want to see this.
Yeah, you don't want to read God Emperor Dune. It's like too far.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
but anyway,
yeah,
visually gorgeous. But anyway,
yeah.
So next season, right? We have a preview next season, as we already said. We're going back to action.
The 90s.
And we're gonna go in the 90s. So we're gonna have a whole other intro episode where we'll talk it out a little bit more, and we'll do your wheel that turns, and hopefully doesn't give us anything too bad, year wise.
Fingers crossed we somehow get a movie that has that has Schwarzenegger, Stallone, Van Damme, and Seagal in the same year. That would be incredible.
So we would have to hope for an earlier 90s then for that.
With Schwarzenegger, yeah.
I mean, although I guess Seagal had a little bit of a late 90s thing.
Yeah, that's the shit that I had to watch with Mom.
Yeah, that was like Exit Wounds or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if Van Damme had many late night, although he might have been direct-to-video stuff.
Was The Quest the last one that was like in theaters?
I don't know, was that like 97, 96 range, maybe? So maybe.
That one you saw that in theaters,
I saw that
too.
in theaters. I did, in the Jefferson Valley Mall.
96, The Quest.
Yeah. He had worse stuff after that, to be fair, but they all did, to be honest. I mean, Arnold was the one that kind of held out.
She didn't do anything in the late 90s. He's busy being governor of California.
Well, it's true, but
he did Batman and Robin and then disappeared.
No, there was what was it, The Sixth Day? I want to say that was like one of the
last ones. That's later. That's like early aughts.
Is it? Well, I still thought that was late. I thought that was still before Governor.
Maybe. You might be right. You're probably right.
Yeah, I mean, I to be honest, there was still some okay stuff with
trying to look. Oh, I think Double Team came out in theaters.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
that wasn't good.
I never saw it.
It's rough. And I'm a defender, man.
Co-starring Dennis Rodman was enough for me to stay away. I'm like, no,
trailer
I'm not
alone,
doing that.
I understand you. Why'd you feel that way? For sure. But I'm excited. I'm excited to get back to action. The thing that started it all for us. So yeah, I'm excited.
Legionnaire, did that come out in theaters? Wasn't he also in the
Legionnaire?
I don't know. He's in the French Foreign Legion, but wasn't he in the French Foreign Legion like Lionheart?
Oh, what? I mean, it's been a long time since I watched Lionheart. Which
come on, Tim. That's
really digging.
That's your wheelhouse.
It is. I remember a lot of fighting in a parking garage.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's been a little bit for sure, and I'm excited to revisit stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping if we do want that, getting them all in there, then I would assume it's got to be somewhat early to mid 90s to really get them all, like in their prime-ish range.
So what Tim wants is to go back to 1992.
I really don't want to double up on a year that we've done already.
That's Universal Soldier!
Dude, Universal Soldier's good.
Yeah, it is.
It is good.
Yeah.
It's good. It really is. So, we'll see.
Now I gotta look this up. I gotta see what everyone did. I gotta see what everyone did in like 92.
I feel like we should save this for the intro episode. Patrick?
No, we are. Yeah. Oh.
We are, but as you keep looking.
I'm paying attention to what you're saying. Yeah.
Sure. I don't know.
Stallone didn't come out with an action movie in 92. He came out with Oscar. Oh, I'm sorry. He came out with Stop.
You love that movie.
I take it back. He came out with Stop or My Mom Will Shoot in 92. Sorry.
Ooh.
Did you ever hear the story about how that happened, that movie? Stop or My Mom Will Shoot? It's really funny.
Is it?
Yeah. Schwarzenegger read the script and it's like, this is trash. It's never going to be good.
Yeah.
But he knew that Stallone was like sniffing his jock all the time. So he let it leak that he was really interested in that movie, doing it.
Wait, who let it leak?
Schwarzenegger let it leak that he was really interested in doing Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. And then Stallone swooped in and took it from him. And he did it like, I knew it. I knew he was going to do this shit. And of course it bombed. And Schwarzenegger had a big laugh at his expense. Like, I knew it.
It's insane because, I mean, on one hand, like, Stallone really does have, like, a good eye and stuff for talent and, like, some interesting stuff, right? Like, I mean, he was doing some really interesting character stuff for a lot of times there. And so it's interesting that he got, like, psyched out from it, from something like that. So it's such an interesting era.
It's just
these
funny.
rivalries. These rivalries don't exist anymore.
No.
It's only of that era.
Yeah.
That 80s, 90s era. That's it.
Arnold
is a death rattle.
Arnold didn't have anything in 92. He had Last Action Hero in 93 and Terminator 2 in 91. The second best Terminator movie.
Oh, look at you go. I don't want to go there because I feel like we're like... They're different movies. I can't make that argument. But anyway.
All right.
Shall we?
Yeah.
All right. So stay tuned for us for season 4.
Yeah.
Man.
Ooh,
as he says,
Under Siege was 92.
Oh, good movie. Great movie. But anyway, as he would say in Forget Commercial, fuck. That's season 4. That is it for us. Please show your support for the podcast by leaving a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, where you happen to listen to the show. Also, sharing is caring. Be sure to follow us on social media to get the latest show updates. You can contact us by emailing at filmbrochamp@gmail.com or find us by searching for the hashtag FilmBroChamp. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Film Bros Championship Podcast. Peace out, everyone.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Setting this up.
See what I did there?
I like it.
Yeah.